Have you ever wondered what it would be like to have supervision, enhanced hearing, extraordinary reflexes, to be, dare we say, superhuman? Well, Roku's new Pro Series TV can't do any of that for you. But with a 4K screen, side-firing speakers, and a blazing fast refresh rate, it'll sure feel like it. Elevate your entertainment using all your favorite apps like iHeart and play all your music, radio, and podcasts with the new Roku Pro Series. Your senses aren't better. Your TV is.
Okay, real talk. We're all kind of hooked on our phones. It's full of shiny apps designed to keep your attention captive forever. But there's real-life stuff to do other than scrolling, and I'm here to help. I'm Christina Quinn, the host of Try This, a podcast from The Washington Post. The show explores solutions for life's common problems. And this season, we're learning to tame the dopamine beast and reclaim our attention in this noisy and distracting world. So let's tame the beast together. Find Try This from The Washington Post wherever you listen.
For some of us, personal finances aren't just personal. They include a lot more people than ourselves. Loved ones, neighbors, the communities we call home, and the causes we hold in our hearts. At Thrivent, we help plan your financial picture with the bigger picture in mind. Because even though our business is helping guide your finances, our ambition is to make it mean so much more. Thrivent, where money means more. Connect with us at Thrivent.com.
Kelly, good morning. How are you?
Good morning. I'm well. How are you?
Yeah, what can we do for you, Kels?
So, my husband loves this show. He quotes you guys every day. He's like, we got to try this company because it was on the John Jay and Rich show. So I wanted to mess with him today. He's had kind of a rough couple weeks. And I love riling him up because he gets so heated so fast and he's super gullible. And so he's an industrial and commercial electrician. He's driving to the East Valley and he has horrible road rage. So I wanted to tell you guys, like, have you say, hey, you cut me off. You were driving towards the East Valley. You cut me off. I saw your company's name in the back of your window, and I called that number. He works with this guy, Tony, and let's just say they're not the best of friends.
Okay, so Tony ratted him out?
Yes, Tony ratted him out.
That's pretty funny.
And last night, it's going to be epic. Last night, I took a picture of his license plate. It says superintendent in the back. It's a Chevy Silverado. And I have like the last three. I mean, if you even want to use that, but you can say, I got the number. I got the name of your company from the back of your truck. I called it. And this guy, Tony, that I talked to gave me your cell phone number because he's going to be like, my number's not on my truck. How'd you get my number?
What's the company name on the truck?
It's Primary Power Electric.
So if he listens to the show all the time, he will recognize our voices if we try to prank him, right?
100%.
Okay, so
it's got to be someone else.
Right. All right, Nick, you want to do
you're
it?
Up.
Oh, here we go. Nick, yeah, and Nick will sound different because his nose is all red and pussy.
Ew. That's true. He's got a different sound. It's almost a little more nasal.
Instead of Nick Johnson, he will be Dick Ronson. That's your alter ego.
Call him, and call him dude. Be like, dude. He hates when people call him dude. Dude, cut me off.
Yeah, what's your husband's first name?
Frank. And if he doesn't answer, just like stalker ex-girlfriend, call him because he will answer.
Okay.
Oh, good. So the thing is, Nick, so you're on the freeway. He cut you off. You saw the name of the company. You called, and Tony gave you Frank's cell number.
Okay.
Okay, and he doesn't like being called dude.
Okay.
It sounds like he's a hothead, so let's see if you can get him to meet you to fight somewhere in a parking lot.
Okay.
Rachel, I'm about to call.
See if you can run someone off the road and kill him. I think it'd be a hilarious joke. Hilarious.
You get 5 points if he agrees to meet you for a little in-person beating.
Oh my God, there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Parker & Sons trucks in my house right now.
Oh, Jan.
Oh my gosh.
I can't even.
No way.
Oh my God.
We use them because of you guys, FYI.
Oh, right on.
Yeah, I like this husband of yours.
Right on.
Oh, God. Yeah, John Jay and Rich said they're the best.
He's so great.
We watch shows because of you guys. I'm like, so what did John Jay and Rich say we should watch? Well, they were talking about blah, blah, blah.
I feel like we should prank you, not him.
Hello, it's Frank with Primary Power.
Hey, Frank. So you're with Primary Power?
I am. Depends on if I owe you money or not.
Okay. Well, here's the deal. I was behind you on the 101 today. You cut me off, and Tony gave me your number. Do you know Tony?
Yeah.
You cutting me off led to like this chain of events today that really screwed up my day.
Oh, I'm sorry, bud.
Is this how like you drive all the time?
No, we're at on the 101.
I feel like you would know. It's I honked very loud.
Huh. I didn't even see, man. I'm sorry, buddy.
I mean, I would say it's okay, but it's not, and I can't.
Okay, so what do you want to do? So what's the outcome? So what do you want to do? I already apologize, bro. What do you want to do? Are you alive? Did you die? Did you wreck your car? What do you want to do, bro?
Hey,
how much more do you want to apologize?
Dude, you called me. You cut me off.
No, dude.
Stop.
Hey,
Stop.
You called me on answer.
Stop.
I apologize.
Stop right now.
Stop. What do you know? You stop,
dude.
Stop. Like,
dude.
Are you good,
dude?
Are you good?
Do you want me to take this back to Tony?
Go ahead. I don't give a about Tony. What do you think Tony is? Tony's nothing to me. Go ahead. Call him. What do you want to do?
Dude, he was already pissed. Like he's like I don't hire people who drive like maniacs.
All right, hold on. Hey, it's John Jay and Rich.
Boy, you got a short fuse.
Okay.
Hi, Frank.
That's Kelly's doing, dude. Kelly, say hey.
Hey, Frank.
Well, I'm not a part of this. What are you talking about?
Man, you got one. You got one apology.
Your wife called us and she thought it'd be funny for us to prank you.
Oh, this is crazy.
Right?
You, my friend, have just been butt slammed.
My wife did to me right now. Am I on the radio?
Yeah.
Oh, my bad.
You gotta quit cussing.
We gotta bleep a couple things, but first of all, dude, you're so friendly, and then you just went sideways, bro.
Yeah.
You went sideways.
That is a short fuse right there.
Like, how much more? I already apologize. Like, what more do you want? Like,
No, I agree.
Man, I gotta say, it didn't take much.
No, it never does. I promise you, it never does. I'm going to 0 to 1,000 right now.
All right, man. Listen, drive safe, dude. You're a beautiful man. Thank you for listening. Your wife loves you. We love you.
What radio station is this?
This is Kiss FM. John, Jay, and Rich.
Shut up. That's my favorite show. No.
Hey, you didn't even recognize us?
You're on your favorite show.
God damn, I love you. You're an animal. I love you, buddy. Oh, my God.
And we were all worried about him recognizing us.
Awesome. All right, man. We got to be good.
What's that?
Man, I said, you guys did good. Thank you. This is good. You made my day.
All right, brother. All right, man.
Bye,
Listen.
Frank.
Love you. See you later.
I can tell. I absolutely can tell. There's no question about it. I love you too.
All right. We'll talk to you guys later. Peace out. God bless.
Bye.
You've just been butt slammed. What? Butt slammed. By John, Jay, and Rich.
Time to bring back the butt slam, guys.
Out like a sucker, no way.
It's time for our first spring break bust of 2024. Victor, good morning. How are you?
I'm all right. I mean, I've been better, though.
Well, who are you going to do a bust on? Who are you checking in on?
Look, my girlfriend Caitlin went with, like, all her girlfriends for spring break. Like, she goes to ASU, and they all went out to San Diego. They're, like, it's been, like, almost a week already or whatever. Like, but I haven't heard from her in a couple of days. And that's not like her, and she's not answering my text, or or if I do hear from her, it's like always delayed or something. And I'm like, I just don't know what's going on.
Just to let you know, my son goes to University of Arizona. He's on spring break, and he's been home playing video games, working out at Monopoly.
Victor would not want to check up on that.
No. No. I mean, I know she's out there to party. I don't know why she's not responding to me like she regularly would.
Right, that's
Okay.
weird.
We're going to call your girlfriend Caitlin right now.
Well, actually, I was talking to your producer, and I gave your producer her best friend Riley's number. Because I think that might be better. She's not even answering for me right now.
Oh, that makes sense.
All right, well, my bad. I should have paid attention to these meetings.
We should call her friend.
Nick, do you know about you already? What's the deal, Nick?
Yeah, Riley's pumped. She's ready to go.
Hey, Riley.
Yeah, how's it going?
Hey, so you're cool being our spring break reporter from San Diego to tell us what's going on.
Hell yeah. What do you want to know?
Okay, how is it? How's the weather? What's the party like? Where you been hanging out?
Well, actually, we're back. We got back yesterday. 6 of us flew back. We left one girl there, and like she's still partying, but
Who'd you
left a friend behind?
Who'd you? Yeah, when you say you left somebody behind, you mean like they don't know you screwed them over?
No. My friend Caitlin, she like got booed up with some NFL player, and like she's just staying. And so I don't know. Like we have to go back to school and stuff, but like she's like still there.
Sorry, what?
So she's still there.
Yo, Riley, are you?
We have Caitlin's boyfriend on the phone, Victor. He wanted to check in on her.
Riley, Victor, what the hell do you mean?
No. Okay, yeah.
No. What the does that mean?
I'm not doing this right now. I'm not gonna do this. I'm not.
Dude, what? What?
I'm sure it wasn't your Caitlin that's hooking up with the football player.
No, there's probably a few of them that win in a group of 6.
My goodness.
It's only one Caitlin that went to, like, what the hell does that mean?
Well, you know what that means.
She's hooking up with an NFL player, right?
And they're off right now. It's the off season.
Hopefully it's one of the Chiefs.
No.
Maybe it can be Taylor Swift.
Stop it.
I'm sorry, Victor.
That's not
That
funny.
makes it
Okay.
No, come on, guys. Victor just heard his girlfriend's like hang out with another dude.
right, and not even just another dude, an NFL player who's probably
what happens?
bank.
Is she going to come back and pretend that nothing happened, or is she going to tell you it's over between us? I'm hooking up with my new boo thing.
No, actually, like, I gotta go because this is and I apparently I gotta go to San Diego. Like, I gotta go to San Diego.
You're gonna go
right
there?
now.
What are you
Dude,
gonna do?
obviously she's expecting this relationship to end since she's figured you're going to find out about everything if everybody came back except for her. And she's not.
Like, I'm done. No, I gotta get over there.
Well, to do what?
Get over there. Go. My wife's there right now. If we can call her, and maybe she could check in on Caitlin. My son Kip is there too.
Thank you, but like I'm done. I gotta go.
Especially to hook up with some basketball player. My son's there right now.
Oh my gosh, don't.
I'm sorry, Victor. That's
dude.
wild.
All right, Victor.
Dude, good luck.
Thanks. That's Spring Break Bus.
He just found out his girlfriend is sleeping with some NFL player.
And Stacey said,
booing up. Define booing up, Peyton.
I mean, if you're laid up in the
booing up.
Boot up,
That's
LMA,
even more
LMA,
intimate,
boot
I feel
up.
like.
Yeah, you guys are pillow talking, you're cuddling, you're waking up,
You're
doing
holding
party
hands.
favors.
You're going grocery shopping together.
Hell no.
That's not how I took it. I took it as you're going to people's houses and leaving boo bags for Halloween.
No. Boot up. Like, that's your
Here's candy, strangers.
Oh my
that
gosh,
would make me
poor
insanely
Victor.
jealous if you're passing out candy.
I can only imagine.
All right, that's Spring Break Bust. Hi, Gemma. Thanks for holding.
So, I need some advice.
All right, that's what we do here on the show. We give advice. It might not be great advice unless it comes from Kyle and Peyton. But
Yeah, so my husband and I were at our neighbor's house for a little party they were having, and well, everyone was drinking, and I got pretty drunk, and it was getting pretty late, as it happens. We were playing poker. I lost the bet, and this neighbor, he dared me to make out with him, and I guess if you know me, I'm a very competitive person, and I can get a little emotional when I'm drunk. And I knew my husband already went home, and he was asleep. So I figured, why not? And instant regret is all I have to say. But now all my neighbors have this secret on me. And this guy, he keeps posting on our neighborhood Facebook page that we should all get together. My question is like, should I come clean or just try to forget about it?
You got to tell. Yeah, you got to tell.
Messy situation.
I'm like, you got to tell him.
Totally,
That
because at
sucks.
one point you guys are going to be. This is something you do often, you hang out with your neighbors a lot. Someone's going to spill the beans at some point, and it's much better coming from you right after the incident rather than one of your neighbors down the road.
Right.
Like it's not like this is a secret you can bury forever. It's not like a
Right.
secret only you know.
And it's recent, right?
the whole
Yeah, it's recent. It was 2 weeks ago.
the whole making out part is so terrible. That
Yeah.
you know, like you say you're competitive, you're giving an excuse, and I can see what you meant, but it's just terrible. It's like you're in this weird situation, right? Because you obviously don't want your marriage to fall apart, right?
Right.
But this could make your marriage fall apart. So
Totally.
like even though it wasn't like you don't find the guy attractive in any way, do you?
No, I don't.
Hesitation.
Like if if a girl made the bet with you and you had to make out with her, would you have made out with her?
I wouldn't.
You wouldn't. Okay, so I think that changes things then.
Does it?
Because you could have not made out with him then.
Right.
yeah.
You could have just
Like-
said,
like-
no, give me a different way to make the bet good or
Right.
whatever.
Yeah, that's tough.
You might want to be,
Yeah.
honey, let's move.
I know.
Yeah.
And of course, the guy's like, let's have another get together. That was probably
Yeah,
the
of
best
course.
thing.
I feel in Montana right now. Anyone?
Yeah.
The guys, that's probably the best thing that's ever happened to him. Free
Right.
makeout at a poker party in the neighborhood.
Is that neighbor of yours married too?
Yes, and yeah, it's a mess.
Was his wife there?
Thankfully not.
Oh, so now we've got
Now
two
it's-
That's why he made the
you.
bet. She was like, the fact that he was like, here's the bet.
Yeah.
If I win, we have to make out. Like, do you know what I mean?
And that's like such an intimate thing, though, John Jay. I'm
I know.
stuck on that. Like making out is like
I
really
know.
like.
How long was it a
You're in
make out?
there.
How long was the kiss for?
I hate to say it, but it was like 3 minutes.
3 minutes?
Okay,
3
you guys have
minutes?
to be actually feeling
Who
something
makes out
for
that
one
long?
another. Like there has to be feelings involved. That
3
wasn't just
minutes.
a bet. Like he wouldn't suggest that. You wouldn't accept. There has to be some kind of underlying feelings there.
Yeah.
And the fact that the
I
guilt.
feel horrible. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure. Like the fact that you called us, like I can tell that guilt is knocking on your door. You got to tell him and be so honest with him, and probably go to couples therapy if we're being real. That sucks.
Sticky.
Well, for the advice,
I don't think did we give you advice?
Yeah, we
We
said
did.
come clean.
Come clean. Yeah.
Work on your
I
relationship.
guess that's the best
Jeez.
shot at like clearing your head.
I'd be so mad if I was the husband. I'd be so mad
So
at her,
mad.
mad at the
Yeah.
neighbor,
Yeah.
be mad. Like, why would you even make that bet?
I know.
Yeah.
Like,
That's
if
what I'm
anything,
saying. There's
you're going to mow my
feelings.
lawn. If I win, you mow my lawn. Like, you know what I mean? Okay, I'll take that bet. Oh, if I win, we got to make out. Huh?
What?
What
Yeah.
now? Dang,
People
Gemma.
make mistakes though, so you just got to
Yeah.
come clean and be honest. And definitely what Kyle said, like it comes better from you than it does from anybody else.
Or
Yeah, the longer I wait, the worse it gets.
next time you guys
Sure.
get together, then you make the bet like, hey, okay, if I win, and you say your husband's got to make out with this other girl. You're the one, and then you get a couple of groups times you're together where that's your thing. You try to get people to make out. So then when it comes out that you did it, then you can be like, "That's what we've been doing."
Oh my gosh, no!
Like that's our bet thing. We do it for like a year. Every time
That's
it's
dark and twisted.
Weaselly way around it.
yeah, but that's one way to save yourself.
And I'm just like, what grown adults are like voluntarily making out with a bunch of random neighbors?
I know.
Like, that's so
Swingers.
You
All right, Gemma.
The best advice is you need to move right away.
Good luck, Gemma. Thank you for calling in.
Thank you so much.
Yeah,
Thank
bye-bye.
you. Bye.
It's John Jay and Rich. Let's get into this. I know we haven't gotten to this, and it's been on the list to get to. Kyle, about when you were making to the kids lunches and the bento boxes.
There's certain things that my son says, and he says them really wrong, and I don't want to correct him. Like, look, I know he's 7 years old. You should probably correct him because he's going to be that kid at school that says the things the wrong way, but I can't do it because I think it's adorable. So I used to get their like little bento boxes. So no brown paper bags, no little baggies, the bento boxes with things in their own little sections. And one day we were making those for the next day, and Easton goes, "Hey Mom, can I just have like a brown bag and baggies? Dutch does that." And I was like, "Dutch does that?" He goes, "Yeah." And I like how Dutch does that, so I think I also want to have a brown paper bag. And I'm like, I can't tell him that it's Dutch does that because he does that, and that's cute.
You don't want to correct him.
I don't want to correct him.
I don't, but what's going to happen is he'll learn it the right way, and then you'll probably still say it. Like our kids, I remember Jake used to say hamburger instead of hamburger.
Yeah.
And now my wife be like, "Does anyone want hamburger?"
Yes.
And they look at her like, "What?"
I feel like hamburger and does though like are different. Like I feel like you got to tell them does because
gonna come
do's
up.
and does is a little different than like hamburger. Like
get
it'd
it.
be different if he said like jalapeno. Like that's cute. You
There's
don't have
one
to correct
thing.
that.
There's one thing that I feel like it's my job to make sure he knows how to tie his shoes, which he doesn't yet, which we'll get to. He doesn't know how to ride his bike yet, which he doesn't yet, but we will get to.
Sure.
He's just an overly cautious kid, and I've been like trying to find ways to get him there. Like he's just scared he's going to fall, and so I've been like bribing him, offered him money. He's like at the weight now where he doesn't need to sit in a booster seat, technically speaking, and he wants to not be in the booster seat. And I was like, okay, we'll do that when we learn how to ride a bike. Let me know when you're ready to go, right?
We'll do's that. When
Dutch
you learn
do's.
how to ride.
Dutch do's that. He rides his bike.
We'll do's that when you learn how to ride a bike.
Yeah, you really want to correct some of those things.
But those things, like, that's my responsibility as a parent. Like,
Yeah.
I should be the one teaching
But the
him how to
do's.
make sure he knows how to do the bike and the shoes. But Dutch do's that, his teachers will take care of it.
It's fine.
Yeah.
I mean, we used to make fun of my mom because Richmond, we still do it, where my mom would say, when she'd make dinner, and let's say, she instead of saying, does anybody want mashed potatoes? My mom would say, anybody wants mashed potatoes? Anybody wants?
We still use that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We still do it. So it's like, I think there is a cuteness to it still. So hopefully his teacher doesn't correct him.
No. Some of those things, though, you got to get it. Like, so my son Joe used to call hangers, for clothes. He wouldn't say hangers. He would say hookers. So when he says, I need some hookers for these shirts, now I think it's a little, just do it now.
That's funny.
For a little while.
Like, son, everybody needs hookers.
He would say, we're out of hookers.
The world was shut down without hookers, son.
Yeah, I mean, that one, if he was
Dad, I
doing that,
can't
I'd
find
correct
any
it.
hookers. These shirts.
It's not going to get him in trouble to say Dutch do's. Needing some hookers may get myself in trouble, actually.
Gosh, that reminds me of when I was younger. You guys know Native New Yorker, like the wing spot? So they used, I don't know if they still do, but they used to have these chicken strips and they called them strippers. And I went to Buffalo Wild Wings not realizing the difference between Native New Yorker and Buffalo Wild Wings. And so I'm 8, where are the strippers? Looking on the menu.
You're like some young drunk. Where are the strippers?
Bring him out.
I didn't realize until I was a lot older.
Hey, if you got a word that your kid says wrong, shoot us a text. Text JJR and the kid, and whatever the word is wrong, to 96893. 1047 KISS FM. It's John Jay and Rich. Kyle just shared with us her beautiful son, how he speaks wrong. What does
He says Dutch do's that.
Dutch
He
do's that. So we wanted to hear about your kid, things that your kid said wrong, but it's cute. Ashley, good morning.
Hi, how are you doing?
Does your kid say something wrong, but it's cute?
Yeah, she actually pronounces thank you like how does she say it? D-tube.
D-tube? That's how she says thank you?
Yeah.
I didn't know she had to talk about YouTube.
Yeah, it sounds very similar.
Every time I ask my mom to go on YouTube, she says you're welcome.
Yeah, you didn't give me the YouTube. What are you saying you're welcome for?
She's like, my mom answers me wrong.
That's one of those things that it's like only the parent knows the language.
Yeah,
It's like you would think she's asking for YouTube, and she's, no, she's just saying thank you.
How old is she, Ashley?
She is 2 right now.
Oh, that's cute.
That's adorable.
That's cute. Thank you for sharing that with us.
Yeah, of course.
Have a great day.
You too.
Hey, Chris, what does your kid say wrong that's adorable?
Oh, my goodness. So my little boy was 2, and I left him at my cousin's house, and she's the cousin that would teach them a bad word, But I left him for a couple hours to babysit. When I came back, I said, hey, Maddie, what's going on? What'd you do today? And he said, Ma, I watched the effin' hound. But he didn't say effin'. And I was so mad at my cousin. I'm like, what did you do? She's like, because she had a hound dog. So I'm like, what did you do? What happened? And then he walks over with the movie, The Fox and the Hound.
Okay. Very cute.
Really
Thank
gotta
you,
work
Chris.
on that one.
Thanks.
So innocent.
Yeah. Hey, Wendy, good morning.
Good morning.
Does your kid say something cute and adorable?
Well, my kids are now 15 and 17, but when they were
don't
young,
they don't say anything cute anymore.
They just say bro.
Yeah, they roast you.
But when they were younger, they would get sick, and as we all say, bless you to our kids when they sneeze, they would say, Mom, I don't feel well. I've been bless youing all day.
That's awesome. Yeah, you can't fix that. You got to let that happen.
Oh, never correct those, no.
That's adorable.
I used to try to speak wrong in front of my kids a lot just for fun to see if it would mess them up. And I remember whenever I would make a smoothie, I used to just yell gibberish stuff. Like I would try to say stuff really loud while the blender was going on. So I'd go, Masano, 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 Masano. And my kids look at me and they go, what do you do? I go, this is what you say when you make a smoothie. I did it all the time in their childhood. I was seeing my son Kemp in Hawaii, and he's making a smoothie, and he starts going, Masana, 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 Masana. And I was like, oh my God.
It finally caught on.
That's funny.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. Wendy, thanks for calling in.
Yeah, you guys have a great day.
And then I was trying to speak wrong all the time. I remember I was trying to speak with like a different accent and different just words that didn't make words, and I would just use words improperly. And then I was hoping that my son Dutch like raise his hand in class. May I mambo face to the dog patch? Brenda, good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
Good. Did your kids speak wrong, but it's adorable?
Oh, my goodness. So my daughter, Addison, she is 16 now, but when she was little, like probably 2, 3, up to the time she went to school, she used to say, I love you very lunch instead of I love you very much.
Oh, yeah. That actually kind of reminds me, my nephew King, like right when he just started to talk, whenever I would say I love you to him, he like didn't say I love you back. He would always say love you much. And then I got it tattooed on my arm. I thought that was so cute. Like a little 2-year-old saying love you much. Stop. That's so cute. Yeah. I love you berry lunch. Adorable. Oh, adorable. I would totally get that tatted too.
You know, my brother-in-law, Mike, right? He's Uncle Mike to the kids. I remember when Kemp was little, Kemp goes, I was telling him something. He goes, well, my friend, Uncle Mike.
That's funny.
Brenda, have a great day.
Thanks, you too, guys.
Hey, Nick.
Hey, guys. So actually just yesterday, Post Malone does a cover of Hootie and the Blowfish, I Only Want to Be With You.
Of course.
So we're listening to it in the car, and it gets to the part where it's like, you can call me your fool. I only want to be with you. And then my son in the back seat, without hesitation, is like, wait, why did they call him a waffle? See ya.
So cute.
All right. That was fun. It's John, Jay, and Rich. Ren, thank you for holding.
So I had to call you guys this morning to discuss what my husband recently asked me to do. So, props to him. When we very first met, he told me immediately that he was still friends with his ex, but like they weren't like that anymore, like no more romantic feelings. And, in the beginning, part of us dating, like when we started getting a little bit closer, I did meet her a few times, and I have nothing wrong with the girl. Like I like her well enough, but I didn't want her to be a big part of our lives. And, he actually agreed, but they still stay in touch. Okay. So fast forward, and we've been married for 2 years now. Well, recently she finally found someone that she really likes, and she wants to double date. And to be honest, I'm not here for it.
I bet not.
God, it's so awkward. But my husband, on the other hand, thinks that we should do it and that it would be a fun time. And I just feel like, if we start double dating, I'm going to have to see them a lot more than I want to.
Oh, he's not just talking about one date. You're saying double dating, like let's go out a lot.
Yeah, like make it a regular thing.
Like couple friends.
Well, you'd have to have one date to decide whether it's chemistry and you love going out again.
That's true. Exactly. Like if as couples, like we vibe, like we get along well. But I could just see it growing into like a recurring thing that just takes a precious time of mine that I would rather be spending in another way and not with my husband's ex and whatever this guy is that she found.
Why does he want her in his life so much? Like, I just think that's kind of odd. Like, is there something, do they do business together? What's the reason they still talk often?
He cannot verbalize it, according to him.
I can.
Like, he just can't. What is it?
Okay, so like I'm being very petty. A lot of guys are petty and small, right? So like for me, I'm trying to picture myself in this situation. If I was with my ex and my wife and we're having dinner and my ex had her boyfriend or husband there, like I'd lean, if the girls got up to the bathroom, I'd lean and I'd be like, can you believe I banged both these girls?
Oh my gosh.
Huh?
Oh my goodness.
Both these girls I've been with. Anyway, enjoy your dinner.
That's so dumb.
What's the point of that?
Or wants to look around at everybody at the bar and be like, just look like, hey, both these girls, both of them.
That is really petty.
That's what I'm saying.
I really hope that's not it.
Has to be.
Like,
I think that whole thing is really weird. And honestly, like I can kind of relate to in a different way. Like one time I used to date this guy, and I actually was really good friends with his then girlfriend, and they had invited me out to like Top Golf, and I went, and my now boyfriend, he didn't go. He was like, that's weird. I'm not going on a double date with your ex and your friend. Like, I'm not doing that. And I ended up going, and it was the most awkward, most uncomfortable thing in my life.
Well, not only were you with the ex, but you're also third wheel.
Well, yeah, I was third wheeling, and it was just weird. It was weird, and then I got caught up in their breakup. It was just odd. So my advice is like,
I don't want that.
Yeah, exactly, girl. So I would run clear away from this. And this was like, even 2 years ago? And I was naive. And now I would never do that again.
Yeah, it seems like the definition of not totally moving on, right? All the way, like her and him. And if you're starting a new thing, that it's like, you know what? I'm sure they're nice. You can send them a card at Christmas, but let's work on us.
Yeah, I think you need to put your foot down because you are clearly uncomfortable with it.
Yeah.
And they're going to reminisce and have jokes that you don't know anything about. So you're going to feel like the third wheel.
Remember that time we had to share that small shower? All that kind of stuff. You'd be like, I'd stay away from the whole thing.
And honestly, it would probably make the new boyfriend run away. I would.
That's what I was thinking too. Like, I'm like, what if like this is just a ploy for her to like somehow, I don't know, maybe I just overthink. But like maybe this is just a ploy for her to like try to like get, my husband jealous or something. Like, I just don't know. It just doesn't sound like anything that I personally would want to do. So I haven't been able to figure out like why she would want that.
Yeah, we're all saying
unless
run.
She is trying to get him back.
Just run. Get out of there.
Yeah, that's our advice. Well, thank you, Ren. Have a great day. Thanks for listening.
I really appreciate that.
Okay.
Thank you
Bye-bye.
so much.
It's John, Jay, and Rich.
Have you ever wondered what it would be like to have supervision, enhanced hearing, extraordinary reflexes, to be, dare we say, superhuman? Well, Roku's new Pro Series TV can't do any of that for you. But with a 4K screen, side-firing speakers, and a blazing fast refresh rate, it'll sure feel like it. Elevate your entertainment using all your favorite apps like iHeart and play all your music, radio, and podcasts with the new Roku Pro Series. Your senses aren't better. Your TV is.
For some of us, personal finances aren't just personal. They include a lot more people than ourselves. Loved ones, neighbors, the communities we call home, and the causes we hold in our hearts. At Thrivent, we help plan your financial picture with the bigger picture in mind. Because even though our business is helping guide your finances, our ambition is to make it mean so much more. Thrivent, where money means more. Connect with us at Thrivent.com.
There's an efficient way to get caught up on a lot of news. It's called The Seven from The Washington Post. It's a newsletter and podcast. Whether you're reading or hit play, you get 7 stories you need to know, and you can consume it all in just a few minutes. The Seven is out every weekday morning by 7 a.m. Eastern. I'm Hannah Jewell. I'm one of the writers, and I host the show. Find The Seven podcast wherever you're listening. The newsletter link is waiting for you in the show notes.